Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. And it's part 3 of many. I gotta say, I'm enjoying this Cirque du Garbage. I mean, anytime's a good time when Egg is getting rage splashed in a hot tub, right? Anyway, without further ado, roll that beautiful bean footage. So, in the sequel to Get Out 2, these two gargoyles accuse Mykol of being a habitual liar. Apparently, he lies about everything, from mopping the floor to finishing an entire bag of Tyson frozen chicken nuggets, allegedly.
What lie did I lie again?
All the time. You get caught up and then you...
And can you blame him? Especially when you know that you'll have to deal with the wrath of the Kraken. And when you're living like that, you'll do anything to keep the peace and not get yelled at, even if it means lying. I mean, yeah, who wants to be around a screeching banshee all the time? Can you imagine? Mykol can't say a peep without this bag of dicks screaming about how he cheated on her. Like, girl, get over it.
I goddamn hate Botox. I do that not because I want to be young like y'all think, because I don't want him walking around with a...
Really? Just for him? Because your antics say otherwise. Just ask Canadian Bobby. Wait, was his name Bobby? Who cares, honestly? For now, we're calling him Bobby for this one, okay? By the way, Angela, you need to get yourself a refund for that face, because you're still looking like a scrotum.
You brought him here because why?
Because of that TLC paycheck. She says it's because she loves him more than he loves her. Whatever. This garbage disposal loves to nail herself on the cross every opportunity she gets, always making herself out to be the poor victim. And honestly, it's not working. Not anymore. I mean, it wasn't working for the longest time, but for sure now it's just no.
You're torturing yourself.
I know. You don't think I hate myself?
We hate you more, Angela.
Oh, don't say that.
Why are these people awing? Like, oh, like what? At this garbage human being? Hello. Why are we feeling bad for her? I mean, this lady destroyed his car, threw plenty of drinks in his face, verbally attacked him, and I'm sure physically attacked him at some point. My opinion is that she probably did put hands on him, you know? Look at him. I mean, he looks dead inside, you know? Some of these cast members are so dense, honestly. So we brushed on the Paradise Men topic, you know, the group chat for Nigerians moving to the US. And Sean asks, hey, you know, why are you part of this group? And he gives a very legitimate explanation.
The reason why I was part of this group is because I want to know more about the spousal visa.
Because he was denied the visa before, according to him, this group chat would help him out, you know, with any questions or any issues that him or anyone else might have about the whole process. And Thais and Sophie tell us that, you know, they were also in a similar group chat to help through the visa process, you know, so it makes sense, you know. Mind you, he did explain what the group chat was to her, but as we all know, she doesn't listen to anyone except the demons in her head. So they reveal the fact that she hired a PI. Need to take a minute because my dog Mango wants to tell you to like and subscribe. All right, let's get back to the show.
Since you and Mykol have been together for like 7 years, right? Why are you coming to me now?
Because TLC needs a better storyline than just some old ballsack verbally attacking her husband. So Magnum PI enters the chat with all the juicy info from his investigation. This is the first time we're all hearing it, including Sludge Pile over there. And this guy has 189 pages of Mykol. And 5 investigators worked on this case. Can you believe that? 5 people working, scouring the internet for every bit of information that you could find on this poor man. So Magnum PI did find a woman in his life circle. And according to Mykol, she's just a family friend. And I believe that's true. And Rob put it very well.
I think if he was cheating or scamming, it would be very easy.
So PI guy brought out his chart of everyone in Mykol's life, you know, a 6 degree of separation type of shit. And according to him, there's no evidence of a side chick. So innocently, Jasmine says to Angela,
He explained it's a friend.
Getting ready to freak you the out. You know,
Get away from me.
And Godzilla snaps on her. And okay, I didn't get this part. Apparently, the girl Mykol cheated on her with also tried to get with Gino. Is that what you guys got? Because I don't know. Because for one thing, I can't understand half the crap that's coming out of the garbage dump. And also, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, what? Hello? So Sean asked PI guy, straight up, is there anything in this Bible-sized report that would point to Mykol cheating on Angela? And according to him, there is no evidence. Nothing. The man is innocent.
No, there's not.
Okay,
Okay.
good.
I don't care.
But that answer does not tame the dog pile of a beast.
What did you even dare do? So tell me that.
What the hell did she just say? Again, according to Angela, no one knows Mykol better than her, and that this professional PI guy did not have enough time to do a full investigation. Honestly, Mykol isn't an international man of mystery. Like, I'm sure the 100+ pages that the PI has was enough to figure out that Mykol wasn't doing shit. So the trash bag leaves the stage, hooting and hollering all the way down the hall. Honestly, Angela doesn't want the truth. She just wants to be right and have control over the narrative. And now that she knows that she's lost control of the narrative and that people are beginning to know Mykol, she's spiraling. She's really disgusting. She's just awful. And Jasmine chimes in again. She brings up the fact that Mykol can't breathe without getting yelled at by her.
But the way she constantly yells at him, I wouldn't even treat a dog like that.
And Skylar equates that to Mama's impatience. That's not impatience. That's abuse. That's rage. That's not impatience. And I know I rag on Skylar, and I will continue to rag because I think she's still a garbage can. But she probably had a really messed up childhood. Like, can you imagine Angela being your mother? Like, that must have been very traumatizing. I don't think Skylar can identify abusive behavior because that's been her normal her entire life. I mean, you know, it doesn't excuse her rancid behavior, but, you know, also feel a little bit bad that, you know, that was her childhood. So our host Ashley asks the PI guy if there was anything in the report that would point to Mykol scamming this stinky turd.
I don't have anything.
Regardless, Skylar continues to make excuses that he cheated, that he, you know, doesn't mop, whatever nonsense. We're never going to turn the page on this one. I mean, we did thanks to Mykol escaping, but, you know, and this part really hurt my heart. You know, Mykol lets us know how emotionally beat down he is from all this.
And it's really affecting me mentally because I don't talk.
And for anyone that's ever been through something like that, you know, that shit crushes you and really does major damage to your self-esteem. So he has a lot of work to do, a lot of internal work to do, you know, to get back to the person that he was. So we finished with their segment, and thank God, lunch. Ooh.
To be honest, like, I was kind of on Angela's side.
How can you be on Angela's side? Like, guys, are we living in some alternate universe where the cast sees or saw Angela as a victim, and we are here seeing her with this god-awful abusive behavior? Like, are they tuned into a different show, or is it because that they're dumb and delusional? Probably the latter.
They'd say, oh, I don't see evidence. Have we had enough time to really dig?
Angela, I don't think you understand how the whole PI thing works. Are we done with her, TLC? Have you realized we all hate her? We're not even hate watching at this point. I mean, we are, but we don't want her on our screens. Please, like, stop. And if she's on the single life, I'm gonna vomit. I really am. So Angela and Mykol leave for the rest of the day. And now we turn to these two. So Patrick and Thais are doing the Jovi and Yara dance of to have or to not have another Rugrat. Thais doesn't really want one, at least not now. And Patrick seems to want an entire soccer team of kids. I mean, honestly, I kid on that. But he wants to have them until they have a baby boy. So if it takes 10 children, 10 will be had. And isn't that lovely? I mean, Pat's not carrying the child, dealing with the strains on your body during and after pregnancy. This dude travels for work, so it's not like he's going to be there every day, you know, to change diapers or help out. And they also don't have any family around. So yeah, of course, it's going to be great for Patrick. So it seems that Thais tracks him. You know how she was tracking him in the beginning. And I think that would drive me crazy if I tracked my significant other. And plus, like, at the end of the day, they can leave their phone somewhere and go and do whatever nonsense they want to do. It's not that hard to get around it. So then they bring out Pigpen's doppelganger. And okay, I don't remember the scene because I fast forward their segments, but apparently John got a drink thrown at him. So anywho, John doesn't respect Thais, Thais doesn't respect John. They're both two babies who can't have adult conversations and use Patrick to play telephone about their grievances with each other. Ed adds his 2 cents.
Have you ever sat him down and said, hey, by the way, can we have a conversation? She's a woman, okay? She's old enough.
And I hate saying this, I really do, but I agree with Ed. But, you know, as usual, he doesn't deliver it in the right package, but in a used barf bag. Anyway, so we're done with them. Moving on to the train wreck of a couple, Rob and Sophie, who, as of the time they were filming this, were separated but hanging out, but cuddling. Like, how confusing is that? So Rob is apparently moving back to LA, hopefully to a place with a toilet. And Sophie doesn't know if she's moving back.
I don't really know.
Girl, stop it. You know you're not moving anywhere. Like, be honest for once. And it's kind of messed up because Rob clearly wants to try and work it out. You know, he's still in love with her. And he's putting himself through this situationship with his wife. And Sophie, I think, already knows that she doesn't want to be in this relationship. And can I ask you all a question? What do you guys think? Can two separated people be friends without them wanting to get back together? Is that even possible? According to Sophie, she needs constant validation so she can feel good about herself.
I really like to be told nice things about me so I can feel good about myself.
Sweetie, let me tell you, sure, Rob should be saying loving things and caring things and should be complimenting you, but he should not be your North Star for your self-esteem. That's something that you have to work on and that you need to gain, you and your therapist, because you really need one. So according to Sophie, Rob is a chore officer. So Rob, the chore officer, likes to have his house cleaned. And I mean, who doesn't, right? But I guess according to Sophie, like, he gets really intense about it and yells at her every time he finds messy things, you know, a mess. In fact, one time Sophie found this note and she thought it was a love poem, but it was actually a chores list. And on that list, flushing the toilet was one of the chores. I guess she forgets to flush the toilet, but it seems to be like it's only a nighttime thing. And the cast, you know, they all, you know, sympathize with her because a lot of people don't flush the toilet at night.
Oh, I do that.
Yeah, we all do that.
She never flushed it.
You don't want to wake them up.
If it's yellow, let it mellow.
And I gotta say, I'll be honest, I do that sometimes as well. So Sophie admits that she's actually hooked up with women in the past. And apparently Rob didn't know about it. Like, this is news to him. Sophie is really childish. I mean, you know, the way she goes about things, you know, she approaches things not in a correct way.
And I asked her if she had, and she said she hadn't. Sophie,
when she gets caught with things, like in situations, she has a tendency to throw it back at the other person. I've noticed that.
Okay, but is it dishonest when he for 4 years of our relationship?
No one's saying that wasn't dishonest. Both of you are dishonest, and both of you suck. So then they bring out Sophie's idiot friend. Ugh, she's so gross. And stirs the pot and makes everything 10 times worse. So shit gets messy, but like stupid messy, more than usual. And I'm kind of over Sophie's voice, and this is coming from someone who adores a British accent. I think it's the kind of like squeakiness of it. So then they show footage of Rob's birthday with that chickie that hit on him, which I'm sure at some point in the night found out that he was married, but still continued to pursue him. I'm not even going to say too much about it because Rob's an idiot. Like, dude, you have an entire camera crew following you. Like, are you trying to make Sophie jealous? Because if not, then you're just a complete moron. So Sophie asks if they exchanged information, and Rob says no. But Sophie apparently spotted the chick on his Instagram, but then also she told him, get this, she told him that, she told him to go talk to other women. So it's like, Sophie, what do you want? Do you want him to go talk to other women? Do you want him to get back together with you? Like, which one? Like, you're driving the man insane.
Sophie's told me 10 times, go somebody else, because I'm not going to.
So it seems that Sophie and Rob are done, but they aren't, but whatever, who cares? They're done now for sure, right? I think that's what I read. Anyways, off to the mansion we go. So back at the mansion, Turd here wants to go check to see if he finds any turds in Sophie's toilet. Yes, Egg is looking for his own kind.
I want to go check Sophie's toilet to see if it's flushed.
I'm not going to get into this Nancy Drew investigation because it's gross, but anyways, long story short, the toilet was flushed. So everyone is enjoying the fact that the Banshee isn't staying in the house, and me too. She sucks the attention and air and life out of everything and everyone she touches. We would much rather watch them having fun, getting into, little spats as they normally do. It's 1,000 times better than Godzilla releasing her rage on the town folks. So it's hot tub time, but before that, here comes trouble. Anyway, back to the tub. Thais brings up the fact that Egg basically told her that she needs to grow up and talk to John directly.
You saying that I have to grow up and be an adult and talk
I never told you to grow up.
You told me.
Again, it was just the way that he said it that was really offensive. But he's right, Regardless, they all gang up on Ed because, he's always crapping on women,
Why you always come after a woman, huh?
And shit starts getting a little spicy, with Egg getting splashed by Thais, a la Last Resort style. So another hot tub news, they start talking about Rob and Sophie's relationship, and Sophie can't get over Rob's cheating. All right, baby Angela.
But should he not have cheated, though? And maybe then I would have let go. I probably should have let it.
Apparently, Sophie has receipts of some old-ass voicemail where Rob invited a girl to dinner or something. If this was such an issue, Sophie, then you should have broken up with him at that point, at that moment. And Rob denies it, but, I guess we're going to find out in the next episode, because that's pretty much it for now. Anyway, guys, thank you so much again for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a great weekend, and bye!